All right, welcome back on RealCopStoriesVideos.com. Over 390 cop stories. Please look them up. Gross alerts, bodies exploding, guys covered in ants I had to pick up. It wasn't saliva, it was ants. Ugh. Okay, anyway, look them up. In addition to that, over 200 question and answers. So ask me a question, I'll respond to you, and then I'll put it on tape. Ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. I'm answering a question now about policy changes, going from the chokehold that you see on these wrestling matches in the octagon to nightsticks. So now they sent us to learn about nightsticks. Okay. Nightsticks means you have to hurt someone. Choking wouldn't hurt anybody. I'm telling you, the media just got a hold of this and ran with it. Okay, and it's fake news. There's no doubt about it. The coroner even said the guys that had died from this didn't die from the chokehold. It was contributing, but it was a small contributing factor. But that's okay. So now, guess what happens here now? Vehicle pursuit up in Pacoima. Vehicle stopped. Guy gets out. He's drunk or whatever. They taser him. I'll get the tasers here in a little bit. Doesn't no effect. Some young small officer gets out with his brand new aluminum nightstick and starts whipping him and beating him. Okay. He's high. It's not working. Chokehold's easy because if you're high or not high, they go out quickly because they're fat. This guy was fat. They're breathing heavy. They're intoxicated. All that stuff. They choke out really easy when they're in that condition. But that's gone now. It's gone. What happens? Somebody picks up a camera and they film it. Rodney King beating. Okay. They call it a beating. I call it a stop with a lack of enough force on a stick hitting. Because if I was out there with this guy, I'd have broken probably a kneecap and an elbow, and he would have been down in 2 seconds. But they had a guy there that was a young officer, not very strong, trying to beat him, and you see it on video. It looks horrible. It looks bad. I'm looking at it going, oh my gosh, I don't get this. He's hitting him, and it's like, I don't know what you'd call it. It looks ugly, but like his sergeant said, police work is ugly. It's not pretty. When you have to stop someone, hit someone, now they're showing all these shooting videos now with the cameras on the chest. Hope people see all those to see what these officers are. They just had a Sacramento lady officer assassinated on an ambush, and they're showing officers with these cameras on, putting out help calls and dodging gunfire. That's what it's like. Liberals don't care. Again, they sit at their houses and drink their wine and smoke dope and badmouth the citizens of California. They got the wool over their eyes, and aren't we bitching making all this money? That's what they're doing. Don't tell me they don't do that. No, they do that. They could care less about you out there and working every day. Anyway, so there's a video. Big controversy, big trial. You know, the officers are exonerated in one court out in the valley, then they come downtown, they're convicted, and I mean, it's just a big mess. Could have been eliminated with a chokehold. All us old timers, in the sense of old timers, I probably had about 11 years on, were saying, if we had the chokehold, this wouldn't have happened. A, he would have been out and within 10 seconds. B, somebody sees the officer stop someone like this one citizen did, which he has the right to do that, ran back in to get his camera to come out and video, fine, okay. By the time he got back, it would have been over with the chokeout. It would have been done. All they would have saw is some fat guy handcuffed, and that's it's over. But no, that's inhumane, so let's just beat people. So that's what happened with that policy change. Horrible. Okay, so now we have these wonderful sticks, okay. We used to say that we became the TV show Chips with Eric Estrada and another guy, I don't remember the other guy's name. We became them. If you ever watched that show, those guys never use their nightsticks. Every suspect gives up. Some of the stories, I used to watch some of that just because I was off during the day working night watch. As soon as they put a guy against the wall, the actors, the suspects in these TV shows, the suspect would put his hands behind his back. So that's how messed up it is. So we used to call ourselves, now we become Chips, because we don't use our sticks either. They don't use their sticks, we don't use our sticks. Okay. So that was the ongoing joke, you know. So anyway, okay, so that was the choke policy went into nightsticks, okay, which to this day I don't agree with, because I don't, believe me, you saw all these videos I've done, you see me, you know, foot pursuits and grab people. Much as I sound enthusiastic about this, I don't like breaking someone's body because they're fighting. I just assume do something different, okay? So here's what's something different. I'm back, these are all intertwined, okay? About 74, I'm trying to guess, no, 73, I jumped here, remember, this isn't NBC, I'm trying to get you all this at one time. About 73, yeah, about that time, tasers came out, okay, and these were the old school tasers, not the new ones they have nowadays. little strange, little kind of experimental in the policeman's eyes, because even though the company, is tried and tested and true, and they gave demonstrations to our department staff and the people that are going to buy them, and then they have to buy 8,000 of them or whatever. So we're new to this, and I'm going to recap the story here because I think it needs to be told. It's pretty funny. And well, funny in police circles, not funny if you're out there. Just to show you how tasers develop, okay? The first thing when they came out, they only gave them to supervisors. They thought they would be more responsible and not go out. You got to remember, the civilians run the department. They think that when officers are out there, they're afraid of legal action, legalities, of course, and they think the officer's going to go out there, in their police cars and just run people over. They're worried about that. They think officer's going to go out there and say, "You're under arrest." No, I'm not. We don't do that. But they're fearful that everything that something's going to happen, that officers are out of control. Really? There are departments that have bad officers. I'm not going to deny that. We have 10,000 officers. There are bound to be a couple of guys in there that pass the psych test and a little bit off key. But for the most part, 99.9%, I hope that they're fine. They're not going to go out there and do that unless they're provoked and there were somebody does something to them. So they're afraid about that. So the tasers came out for the sergeants because they were afraid that we're going to go out there and start tasing everybody. Well, you can't, because when you taser someone, you got to fill out a form. Why, how, who, when, how, and of course you have to have your partner's name, any other witnesses. We try to get a civilian witnesses. Most of the time they just leave. They don't want to talk to the cops, but just to show that it was justified. And again, they made it really simple in the taser. Sir, you're going to jail. No, I'm not. That's it. Because they didn't want us batoning them. We didn't want to get in close to choke them necessarily. We thought, well, this would be a nice tool not to have to get in there and grab them. Let the taser do it. Okay, so now, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm a young guy. I got 2 years on. My partner, call comes out, 311 man. 311 is in the penal code section. I think it's something to do with nudity, lewd conduct or something. 311 man. 311, 415 man. 415 is disturbing the peace. So you got a naked man. We don't use a lot of codes. Naked man, disturbing the peace, and he's drunk. Okay, fine. So we roll. Never forget it. Big intersection, front of Jack in the Box, on the corner. We pull up. We're the third car there. Remember, I've always told you my stories where you're never the first car when you get a call. You're always there's always someone closer. 2 cars are pulling up. They're already walking up to the guy. We get out. He's naked, Hispanic gentleman with a beer bottle in his hand in the middle of the intersection. F-bombing everybody. He's F-bombing in Spanish and in English. He's an equal opportunity offender. He doesn't care. Okay. So we're telling him, "Stay there, sir." And he's all sweaty. It's like July, August, So we're talking. Okay, who's going to take him down? Who's got the call? We're already trying to figure out whoever got the call has to take him. That's the procedure. We didn't get the call. We're the third car there. So I hear on the radio, our supervisor. All these guys I talk about are a lot of supervisors are passed away because they were now they'd be in their 80s because they're older, 10 years older than me when I came on. So anyway, all units at the location, stand by for Code Tom. Code Tom is taser. Stand by, and we know his call sign is the supervisor. So we're all back off. None of us have seen this because none of us have been trained in this because the only people getting trained are the supervisors. So we're like, okay. And he's not really aggressive. He's just out there, come on, I'll take you on. Okay, fine. So, but probably in his 50s, early 50s, 175 pounds, about 5'3", come on, call all kinds of bad words. Okay, fine. Here he comes. Sergeant comes rolling in there, 2 wheels sideways, lock, skid, a police car. He gets out, he's got his taser. I got it. Okay, fine. Okay, stand back. Okay, so we're okay, fine. Well, you got to shoot him close. Okay, so the camera from me to you is about 6 feet, maybe 8 feet away, 8 feet away. You got to hit him. Okay, because you can't go too far away. Because tell you what happens with the taser, you can't get too close because he can match you. You kind of have a little area there. And the taser, so in case you didn't see my stories, you may not know, it's got a little cartridge, a lot of metal wire, fishing wire, or copper wire, 2 barbs on the end, 2 fishing barbs straight, and they sit like this, one straight and one I think it's 2-degree angle. So when you fire it, the first one goes straight and the second one goes like this on purpose. So when it hits the body, you got one here, say, and you have one here on purpose. If you hit them together, you had them right here, or literally together, and you want to have a circuit of 50,000 volts. You want to basically give them the paddle shot, okay, with the paddles. So here he goes. Okay, I'm ready. Well, we're all looking at, well, he's naked. We don't know what the difference is because we haven't done this before. We've never seen it before. I got it. Wham! He shoots him loud, like a 22 shot, kind of not a gunshot, but a low sounding weapon shot, like a firecracker kind of thing. Well, the straight one hit him in the chest, and the little one that curves down went through his ball sack and it's hanging out the other side of his testicles. Okay, now there's 8 cops there. Everybody moaned at that one. Down he goes. Because as soon as you shoot him, you hold the trigger, and that's the juice. Once to fire, and you keep pulling it, once it fires, and here comes the juice, and the juice reason is you can take off the trigger and stop the juice. But still keep the darts in case he continues his fight, and then you just give him another shot of the juice. And of course, it's all glowing in beautiful blue color, you know. He's screaming, ah! And of course, he's screaming. We're all going, ah, oh, ow, ow. Okay, and down, and of course, get him. Okay, so now the officers, 4 of us run to him. He's not in any position to resist. Okay, how do I put that nicely? He is screaming, and we're all of us are going, wow, how? Okay, because it's not where you get your routine, you know, bank robbers or, you know, wife beater. You feel sorry for the guy. He got shot pretty darn good. Okay, so we cuff him up. They took him away. And I found out years later he sued the department. He wanted $50,000, whatever amount he wanted. And they determined he had like 6 kids. And they said, and he lost a testicle. And the city basically said, well, you already have enough kids, so we'll go to court. Well, they settled out of the court for like $1,000. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't very much. Wrote him a check, get him out the door, and we're done. Okay, so that's part of the operating costs sometimes. You have to settle. Things happen, officers break stuff, officers hurt people. They sue, and then they don't go to court. They just settle. And it's not, they told us that. I had several of these. It's in my stories. They tell us, the city attorney will tell us, you did nothing wrong. But we have to, economically, financially, we're going to settle this, but you did nothing wrong. They write a check and it's over. And it's done. I mean, because that's part of it's what doing police work. It's the way it is. Again, it's not pretty. Okay, so now I'm tasers are coming in kind of hot and heavy. Within a year, they're training us. A couple years, we got them all in the cars, okay? Then that's when the bar arm was taken away. So now they give us, now we have tear gas, we have tasers, we have metal sticks, okay? And all's fun in the love world of unicorns and kumbayas. No, it's not. It's still the same old police work. It's just a different way to do things, okay? So... So now, when that's all going on, then we're starting to figure out. It took years. Stuff takes time. That when you pepper spray, when you tear gas someone, you're tear gassing everybody. Okay, especially in a house. Outside, traffic stop. You know, you spray a guy with tear gas. It kind of goes like that. But your partner's off to the side, and and then you rush him because you can't just let him stand there. I mean, he's gonna if you pepper or tear gas someone. And you don't go in there and grab him, what to keep him from, he can't see and screaming, running into traffic, get taken out by a car. Again, civil liability, once you take action, you are responsible for him. It sounds stupid, just like when officers get involved in shootings. They shoot the guy, he shot at the officers, they go up to him, take him down, he's wounded or whatever, he just shot at you, and what do the officers do? After they cuff him, of course, they're giving him CPR. They're putting tourniquets, because we're not there to walk up and assassinate, we stop the threat, and then if he needs help, we help him. It's a weird thing, but that's what cops do all over the country. Thousands of us, okay? I'm proud of that. I mean, come on. Okay, but you cannot just tear gas him and stand back because he could hurt himself. He could fall, he could smash his face. All that's liability. He'll get an attorney and say, well, you let him fall. You're right. We're responsible for him. So when you tear gas someone, you got to rush him to get him, to arrest him, obviously, but also to protect him from himself, okay? Because he could do some around traffic. That's not good, okay? So anyway, so they figured out that this wasn't any good. Okay, so now they come out with pepper spray. And of course, us guys in the field are going, what's the difference? Well, a huge difference. Because pepper spray was more effective. Tear gas is more of a crowd spray back in the day, I guess. But it wasn't very good what we did. Because again, I'm running out of time here, but outside, fine. You go into a house and a guy starts to fight, you hit him with the tear gas. The whole room is full of tear gas. And guess who gets tear gassed? The officers, along with the suspect. So now you're trying to grab him, pull the wife off of your partner, she's jumping in, put the guy down, you can't see him because your eyes are mucking up, not safe because you've got a gun on, and he could grab the gun even though there's all kinds of variables here that are bad when you tear gas someone in a room or a house. It's not good. It could go sideways really fast. So guys weren't using it, and subsequently if they weren't using it, then more nightstick use. More nightstick use means more injuries to the suspect. So it's, it's like a balloon, right? We'll stop the bar control, but this end the sticks injuries go up. We use more tear gas, the stick injuries go down, but then we're getting more officers hurt. It doesn't work that way. This is not making widgets. This is police work, okay? So anyway, I'll get back to pepper spray. I'm out of time. I'm trying not to be long-winded, but I want to make sure you know all the facts on this thing. Okay, we'll see you next time.